Alright, let's dive into one of the most chilling and bizarre episodes in Hollow Street's history. Season 4, Episode 13, The Tunnel Mouth. If you thought you'd seen it all in this town, you were wrong. So wrong. Grab your flashlights, because we're going deep into this one. The episode kicks off with a seemingly ordinary day. Kids are playing, the mailman is doing his rounds. Everything feels normal. Too normal for Hollow Street, right? And then it happens. A low rumble, a tremor that shakes the coffee in everyone's mugs. It's not an earthquake. It's something localized. Right in the middle of Maple Avenue, the asphalt cracks and groans, and a massive sinkhole just yawns open. Chaos, panic, the usual Tuesday in Hollow Street. But here's where it gets truly strange. The emergency crews arrive, they cordon off the area, and they start assessing the damage. From a distance, it's just a big dark hole. But as they get closer, as the camera zooms in, we see it. This isn't just a geological event. At the bottom of the sinkhole, there's an opening. A perfectly circular, almost man-made looking tunnel entrance descending into the earth. Sheriff Brody and Deputy Miller are on the scene, and you can see the sheer disbelief on their faces. They've dealt with haunted houses, time loops, and a mysteriously prophetic garden gnome. But a secret tunnel under the town. This is new. Against everyone's better judgment, they decide to rappel down for a closer look. What else are they going to do? The moment they step into the tunnel, the atmosphere changes. The air is cold, still, and smells of damp earth and something else, something faintly metallic and old. The tunnel is lined with dark, weathered brick, not natural rock. It feels ancient. As they venture deeper, their flashlights catch something on the walls. It's not graffiti. It's doors. Dozens of them, lining both sides of the tunnel as far as their lights can reach. Each door is made of a different material. One is heavy oak, like from a historic mansion. Another is cheap, flimsy wood painted a faded yellow. A third is solid steel with a small barred window. And here's the kicker, the detail that sends a shiver down your spine. Each door has a house number on it. Not a random number. A house number from a street in Hollow Street, 12 Maple Avenue, 45 Oak Street, 210 Pinecrest Drive. Sheriff Brody recognizes the first one immediately. 12 Maple Avenue. That's the old Henderson place, right next to the sinkhole. The house has been abandoned for years, ever since the entire Henderson family vanished without a trace back in the 70s. Coincidence? In Hollow Street? Never. They keep walking, and the list of addresses becomes a chilling roll call of the town's tragedies and mysteries. There's the number of the house where the star quarterback disappeared the night before the championship game. The number of the house that burned down under mysterious circumstances. The number of the house belonging to that sweet old lady who one day just wasn't there anymore. Every door is a gateway to a local horror story, a missing person, an unsolved crime. This isn't just a tunnel. It's a catalog of Hollow Street's lost souls. It's as if every time someone vanished, a door appeared down here, connected to their home. But what does it mean? Where do these doors lead? Miller, being the more impulsive of the two, reaches out to touch one of the doors, the one marked 45 Oak Street. Brody yells at him to stop, but it's too late. The moment his fingers brush the cold metal of the doorknob, a sound echoes through the tunnel. It's faint at first, but it grows louder. It's the sound of a child's music box playing a slightly off-key tune. Miller pulls his hand back like he's been burned. He tells Brody that 45 Oak Street was where his childhood friend lived before she and her family disappeared overnight. He hadn't heard that music box tune in 20 years. The realization hits them like a physical blow. These doors aren't just symbolic, they're connected, they're active. The air gets colder, the faint metallic smell gets stronger. They realize it smells like old blood. Suddenly, one of the doors down the tunnel creaks open. Just a crack. A sliver of light spills out. A warm, inviting, buttery light that seems completely out of place in this dark, damp tomb. They can hear faint, happy chatter from behind it. Laughter. It sounds like a family dinner. The door is marked 88 Willow Creek Lane. Brody knows that address. It belongs to a family that was reported missing. Just last week, the entire town was searching for them. Against every instinct for self-preservation, Brody slowly approaches the door. He has to know. He peeks through the crack. The camera gives us a distorted fisheye view of what he sees. It's a perfect dining room. The missing family is all there, sitting around the table, eating and laughing. But their eyes are glassy, Their movements are stiff and repetitive, like animatronics in a cheap amusement park ride. They're laughing, but there's no joy in it. It's a perfect, horrifying loop of a memory. They're trapped, not just missing. They're collected. Just as Brody is about to call out, the father figure at the head of the table stops mid-laugh. His head slowly, mechanically, turns to look directly at the door, directly at Brody. His perfect smile doesn't falter, but his eyes are black voids. The happy chatter stops. Silence. A new sound begins. A slow, rhythmic scraping coming from deeper within the tunnel, beyond the last visible door. It's the sound of something heavy being dragged along the brick floor. It's getting closer. Whatever built this place, whatever collects the people of Hollow Street, it knows they're here. Brody and Miller don't need to say a word. They turn and run. They scramble back towards the entrance, the scraping sound getting faster, louder, echoing behind them. As they race past the doors, they begin to rattle in their frames. Knobs turn, locks click, as if every trapped soul is trying to get out, or as if something is trying to let them out. They burst out of the tunnel mouth, back into the relative safety of the sinkhole, yelling for the crew above to pull them up. As they ascend, Brody looks down one last time. From the darkness of the tunnel, a long, pale, multi-jointed arm, not human, unfurls and slams the door to 88 Willow Creek Lane shut. The tunnel goes dark and silent once more. The episode ends with Brody and Miller, covered in mud, standing at the edge of the sinkhole, staring down into the abyss under their town. They haven't found any answers. They've only found bigger, more terrifying questions. Who or what is collecting the citizens of Hollow Street? And why? This sinkhole didn't just reveal a tunnel. It revealed a truth about their town that is far more horrifying than they could ever have imagined. The town isn't just haunted, it's a hunting ground. A pantry. What an absolutely mind-bending episode. It recontextualizes every disappearance we've ever heard about in the show. This is classic Hollow Street, taking a simple premise and twisting it into pure nightmare fuel. Let me know in the comments which door you were most creeped out by and what you think is doing the collecting. Seriously, I have so many theories. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into this wonderfully terrifying town. Stay safe and maybe check under your own floorboards, just in case.